Here she is, the tour of Mama's Boys Studios in the heart of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Look at all this tranquility. You can make as much noise as possible. There ain't nothing out here. Alright, let's go take a walk. Here we have the main music room. These big pieces of wood are our gaffers to block out sound from one another. We got our Hammond organ, our window, beautiful oriental rug from Lizzie the Mennonite lady. Alright, here's the main mixing room. Here we have jars of sand from Death Valley, our heater. Alright, here's our Neotech mixing board, sitting on top of another beautiful oriental rug. This is a mid-80s Neotech board, built in Chicago by the Neotech company, in perfect working order. So watch this. Unmute some of these. Test! Test! See? The lights all work. That's all that matters. We have this going into our PreSonus digital interface, which goes into our computer. And then we have Cubase on here. With all the fancy graphs and everything. You got some speakers. And here's our little power amp for our speakers. Back here we have all sorts of storage. This is all storage back here, but lots of usable stuff. Got some great records back here. Got our mini library of instructional books and fake books and leases. Great landlord so far. Lots of random cables, some CDs, blah blah blah. All types of cables. Any cable you could ever possibly need. Look at those kids. They sure are cute. That's me. Alright, over here we got more junk. Here's a collection of mixing boards. They all work. Here's a DAT tape player. Power supply for mixing board. That's a cheap reel-to-reel digital 8-track. Synthesizer built by, that's a Moog. They call that the White Elephant synthesizer. More cables, drums. We got a Farfisa organ back there. That's a Leslie speaker. Some vintage drums, some vintage cymbals. All sorts of stringed instruments. There's another Moog synthesizer. Below that is a Hammond drum machine from the 80s, one of the earlier ones. That's the storage room. Lots of storage. And we are open for business. We've got all the space in the world out here. You can do whatever you want at whatever time of day and nobody would hear it. So, I'm trying to get some good angles here so you can get a good idea of what we got here. It's a pretty simple setup. We're pretty easy going. We won't BS you. And we won't charge you an arm and leg. So yeah, you can provide everything you need. And there's plenty of parking. So this is Mama's Boys Studio. Home of the Wallace Brothers Band. Kutztown, PA. Hope you enjoy. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.